here today, and thank you for coming out. Chris, it's great to have you here, and I sure hope we get Randy over there to help you. We're going to do that. Dan, wonderful to see you. Jill, everybody. Tomorrow is an important day for this country, this state, this county. I want to thank you all for the support, the effort that you've made. We've been walking and talking to everybody that we can. I'm excited about tomorrow night. I'm excited about the whole ticket. And Randy, I just want to wish you well. You've done a remarkable job. And I want to thank all of you for coming. God bless you, and I'm asking for your vote. It's very important for this county tomorrow. Thank you all very much. And it's really my great pleasure to introduce to you our state representative, Jill Tracy.
Everyone, it's so good to see so many enthusiastic faces out there because we're all optimistic. We represent a change for Illinois that we so sorely need and our nation needs. Can't say enough to our state treasurer, Dan Rutherford, for heading out this fly-in for our great candidate, Mitt Romney. Governor Romney will make a fabulous president, and he's what our country needs, and it's what our state needs. Illinois off as a blue state. No, I believe it can be red, and we will show that. We will get that vote out, and Illinois will show our president how we feel about the economy, and how we feel about jobs, and how we feel about national security, and how we feel about all of our troops and guys and gals that serve this great country, and that we believe in God, and this country has a mission and a legacy, and that we have to look forward to start a new America and give our children as many dreams as we've endured and enjoyed. And so I'm excited, and I'm so glad to see you all excited. I am so proud to stand with this team. We want to be stewards of the people's money. That's the bottom line that's out there. Any state money, any government money is our people's money. It's our taxpayers' money. And so I'm proud to have everybody here to support us. I can't say enough for Leader Redonia, what she's done with this fine candidate, Randy Freeze, and to try to bring a mission to a clear thought process of how much we need more Republicans in the Illinois State Senate. And why we need them is because they stand up to Chicago politics. They stand up to the Democratic machine. I can't say how much Randy has worked to get his word out, how positive his mission has been, and how much I admire what he's trying to accomplish, not for himself, but for the taxpayers and the people of our great West Central Illinois. And I must say that Laura Donahue, I know with my heart that she is the right experience at the right time. I think that was the perfect slogan for her, because it's about leadership skills. When you run an office, you need the leadership skills, and she has those. And I appreciate her willingness to serve at this time in her life when she could have said, you know, I'm fine, but she wants to serve. And with that service comes her fiscal responsibility that she's always shown. And I can't say enough that we need Laura Donahue in that circuit clerk's position. So we need her support. I need your vote. I've been blessed. I don't have an opponent this time. But you know what? We were just talking. I'll be filling out petitions next June again. And so it comes around pretty quick in a 2-year term. So I appreciate your support and your vote. And I appreciate our senator from the South, Senator Sam McCann. Senator Sam McCann's race was the most expensive race in the last election cycle. He beat a longtime incumbent who had taken the seat that her husband had left when he died. And what a difference we have seen in the Illinois State Senate with just that one Republican there, Senator Sam McCann. And that's why, if we keep road building, we'll get Senator Redonia her majority that she deserves and bring back Illinois to where it should be. So anyway, thank you all. I want to introduce, though, this great man that I was just talking about, Senator Sam McCann, who has just razzled and dazzled and done great things in his area. So anyway, my pleasure to have my good friend Sam McCann.
I don't know if I can razzle and dazzle and impress everybody as much as she's letting me up as, but I do want to thank Leader Redonia for being here today. I want to thank Treasurer Rutherford for being here today, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, Randy Freeze, for stepping forward, for putting it on the line, putting your name on the line, putting your life on the line, putting your family's name on the line for one thing, to do what's right for the people of the state of Illinois. You know, I hear it said all the time in the press that, and I hear the president say, you know, the Republicans won't work with me. They won't let me move my agenda forward. And to that I say, thank God. We do not want to move forward in the direction that Barack Obama wants to take us. We want to move forward in the direction that Mitt Romney wants to take us, and we want to move forward in the direction that a Republican majority in the state Senate will take us. And we can't get that majority if we cannot get downstate Senate districts to send Republicans there. When I look out across the floor, when I look at across the other side of the aisle, and all these things are happening, they would not have the majority. The other party would not have the majority if it weren't for downstate districts that are conservative, that are good Republican downstate conservative districts, sending Democrats there. Randy Freeze has laid it all on the line for you, the people of this district. He will go through that victory tape tomorrow night. I believe that with all my heart, along with President Romney. And the real victory will not just be for Randy and his family. The real victory will be for the people of this district and this state in January, when we have a new president and a new state senator in this Senate district. And with that, I want to introduce to you a very fine gentleman, a man that I think for stepping forward at the right time, Randy Freeze.
Thank you all very much. What a wonderful turnout. Yeah, thanks for being energized and being involved in this election. I stand before you today a very blessed man and a very blessed candidate. All of the help that I've received, whether it's financial, or whether you were there to march with me in parades, or whether you put up signs, or whether you called for me at the call center at our headquarters. Everything, all your support, your moral support, your encouragement that has kept me going over these past 15 months. I thank you. The reason I got in the first place is exactly, if I could echo Senator Sam McCann, it's for the people. This is the people's seat. And the way I've seen it is the leadership in Springfield, Illinois has squandered their possibility to make Illinois a better state. We've seen an increased taxes of 67%. We see increased spending. We see increased borrowing to the point over the last 10 years, while the Democrats have been in charge of this House, the Senate, and the governor's seat, we've seen our bonded indebtedness quadruple. That's got to stop. We cannot continue to pass on all this debt to our next generation. Someone has to stand up for it. I'm willing to go and beat heads if I have to, and work across the aisle and shake hands with them when I have to make sure we get the job done for the citizens and the taxpayers of the state of Illinois. I thank you so much again for all of your support. And remember, the job is not over. Right now, what you can do is please contact your friends, your family members. Let them know how important this is. Let's get the vote out for Mitt Romney. Let's get the vote out for Randy Freeze. And let's get the vote out for Laura Donahue for Circuit Clerk. And let's have a wonderful party tomorrow night at the Holiday Inn at 7 o'clock. I thank all of you for your support. Now I turn and I thank Treasurer Rutherford, and I thank Senator Radonio, and I thank Senator McCann and everyone for the support that I've received from outside the district. Their support, knowing that they need more of a voice, a louder voice in Springfield, Illinois, so that we can keep taxes under control, so that we can keep spending under control, and we can keep borrowing under control. That's the fight that Senator Christine Radonio has been making since she's been there and been working as our leader, the leader of the Republican Party. She will continue that fight, and I would be happy to stand beside her, to be the loud voice along with her in unison, to fight for those things for the taxpayer of the state of Illinois. And with that, I would just like to introduce to you, I'm very happy to have with us here today, Leader Christine Radonio.
It is great to be back here in Adams County again. Can you believe it's only 36 hours and the polls are closed, and wouldn't it just figure it's rainy and cold while we're putting up those last signs? But I think you know, Sam and Jill and Randy have all alluded to the fact that we're not doing this just because we want to chalk one up in our win column. This isn't a football game where people change sides and it's all about just winning for the sake of winning. We're doing it for the reasons they've talked about. We're doing it because this can be a better state we can take advantage of our full potential. We can make sure that our kids and our grandkids want to stay in this state and take advantage of all that it has to offer. That's the reason we're doing it. Now, what are we doing? We're breaking our necks for the last few hours. But I want to tell you just how important this is. I don't know, some of you may not know that my first race for the Senate, I won by 82 votes. That is less than 1 vote per precinct. So I know what Randy's going through here and how hard he's been working and how hard all of you have been working. But when you're almost ready to say, okay, time to go home for dinner, put my feet up, please, please, please do one more door, make one more phone call, because that's the margin that could make a difference, especially in a race like this, which is so, so tight. But let me comment for just a moment, too, on the effort in this particular district. I have the advantage of seeing a lot of Senate races. This district has been phenomenal in the local support that you all have engendered. Not just resources coming in from Springfield and the committees, local resources, both money and physical, time and talent, and hard, hard work. You've taken what we weren't so sure could be a winnable race and educated the voters in this area about John Sullivan's voting record. And that's what this is about. So you know what? You deserve a victory tomorrow night, every single one of you, and it can be yours. It can be yours if we just push through that last few 100 yards we have to go here, and it will be successful. With that, I have the great pleasure of introducing my friend and former colleague, the treasurer of the state of Illinois, who as a Republican has shown us how an office can be well run under Republican management. Dan not only has done a great job when he was in the House, the Senate, the Treasurer's office, but as you mostly know, he is heading up the Romney-Ryan campaign here in Illinois and has done a terrific job doing so. So he's been a very, very busy guy, and I think the fact that he's here today speaks volumes about how much respect and interest and excitement he has about the races here in Adams County. Dan?
Thank you. First of all, it's good to be back in Adams County and see the Mays family. They're kind of like pillars of this place. They've been around here since the founding of the country. And Laura, it's great to see you again. And I remember when Laura was a member of the General Assembly, worked very hard. I look forward to having you back in the arena. And thank you for stepping up to help play it out and to help Randy. Also, I want to shout out Kyle Moore. Kyle has served as the coordinator for the Romney campaign here. And I mean, you've driven over, gotten signs, you've done all the kind of stuff out there. So Kyle, I want to say thank you, especially to you. Appreciate you very much. I've been coming to this county for a long time. Been a candidate for statewide race myself, and I lost. Been a candidate for statewide, and I won. Mr. Chairman, it is much better to be on the winning side. But you know, being out there and listening to people and seeing people. When I got a phone call from Denny Hastert, former Speaker of the United States House, and said, Dan, do you know Mitt Romney very well? I said, Mr. Speaker, I don't. About 3 days later, I was on a plane to Boston. And that was 5 years ago. Sat down with Mitt Romney for an hour and a half. And when I got up from that meeting, I knew this was a man who would be right to lead America. 5 years ago, the world was different. We had ourselves this flashy young United States Senator, tall, good-looking, and something new on the national stage. And he won. I saw Mitt and Ann Romney about 3 months after that, and I said, Governor, I think it's probably the best thing ever that you didn't get that nomination. Because 4 years ago, I think it would have been pretty tough for anybody to win against Barack Obama. Well, we've now had 4 years of that, and I think that America is ready for some kind of a change.